Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Symphogear, specifically Symphogear G, the second season. We wrapped it up last time, and we're going to keep marching forward.
I think
Uh,
technically, Senkai
eh,
Zenshu Symphogear G, if you wanted to be correct, which I love to
uh,
be.
and I don't, because I just make mistakes and I just keep
Yeah,
going.
what was that anime that we watched with a lot of mushrooms, Griff?
Wait, we watched an anime with a lot of mushrooms?
Yes, on this channel.
Oh, my brain. I don't even remember anymore.
Really? With the Archer?
Oh, Hibiki Visco.
Mitsubaki Visco?
Something Visco.
Actually, I think it was like Subiki Visco.
Yeah.
Subaki. It was an S, and it ends in I. Had a couple of K's.
Like I said, I like being wrong.
Yeah, but you were only calling it Bisco, which is the thing.
hmm so let's go ahead and think about what happened last season, like as the basics. Let's see. Let's get our character names up here. We have Kanade, who had a performance, exploded,
Oh my
and if
god! All last recording, I kept calling her Subasa, which is did I did I make that
Tsubasa is
mistake?
the blue one,
Okay, no.
Kanade is the original.
Okay, thank God. When you said let's talk about our characters, and you went with Kanade, I'm like, God damn it! Have I been calling Subasa? Have I been calling Kanade Subasa this whole time? You messed me up by introducing a dead
Catch you
person,
up in a
Griff.
month long. Yeah. So I'm introducing the dead person first. Kane explodes, exploding a shard of an artifact into Hibiki, who a couple years later eventually finds out that when she sings, she can transform into a magical girl.
Specifically,
She
Gungnir.
yeah, she attempts to work with Tsubasa for a little while, and they have a little bit of a falling out until finally they work together. Uh, and eventually they acquire a new friend, Chris, who starts out as an antagonist, who is sent by Fine, the true antagonist. And they all work together as Symphogears. Fine is the primary antagonist, who was threatening the entire world with a giant laser beam to destroy the moon so that everyone could talk together to each other again. For most of that, she hid out as a scientist who had very terrible driving.
Well, I mean, she was the main antagonist.
Mhm.
Argument could be made that Chris was the primary one for most of the show.
Yeah. So I think if we were to go ahead and like boil down like really big important things that we're going to try keeping in our memory as we're moving forward. The first is that the main antagonist got defeated, but they're still around because they are an epigenetic gene that could just trigger at any time that singing is heard,
She made it
or
sound
specifically
like
the
she could
specific
come
part of the
forward
equation.
from any relic.
Yeah.
And,
Uh,
we have three people who have relics.
mhm.
So,
Yeah. Anywhere they go, they could trigger someone else to become Fine, and there you go. They have their antagonist again.
well, she also made it sound like any time in the future. So, literally, long after our main characters are dead, Fide could show back up.
Yup. He could choose her time and place. They got all the time in the world because they're immortal.
It's like the suggested way that Superman beats, like, Batman in a fight, flies into orbit, waits 100 years, comes back.
Batman is there on life support.
That's why I said 100 years.
right.
Because he's already like 50.
Right. So the first big note I would bring up would be antagonist still alive, can still come back. Second thing is that everyone got upgraded Symphogear and is now basically as powerful as they could possibly be in the previous season. There needs to be new elements if they are going to become even more powerful, or if they're challenged by something more powerful. We're gonna get like the traditional escalation. That's my
Well,
feel,
they
right?
became unleashed. So,
Yeah, unlocked Symphogear, which the primary antagonist called a bunch of toys, but she also got destroyed by a couple of toys. So take that as you will.
let's see. Knowing nothing about Symphogear G, my prediction would be they go to space.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'm following the current
Um,
login track.
Though there is the third point, which is a significant portion of the moon has been destroyed. they did make it explode, but even that has consequences. I'm wondering how much they'll track with that, and how much we'll just see shots of a broken moon. Which I
Well,
mean, I'm down for that still.
pointedly also, all three of them sang their superb song
Hmm.
and then survived, assumingly also falling from orbit, without anyone telling us how. So,
And I think the last thing I'd want to keep track of is that Hibiki lied about being dead for 3 weeks. She's gonna get a talking to.
yeah,
So,
it's weird because on the train, we had those little notices from the government
mhm,
or news or I don't know who's putting it out. Maybe the train service. Train service itself is putting it up there
yeah.
that everybody knows what's going on. And yet the NDA is still back.
I don't think it's so much like everyone is aware of everything, but that like people have to explain what happened to some degree.
Oh yeah, the Men in Black. When
Yeah.
swamp gas got reflected off of
Yep.
Venus.
I mean, like, to be fair, if I'm in the scenario where a giant laser beam just shot out of, like, I don't know, a random nearby city, and I'm getting an explanation that it's because of three magical girls who also blew up a chunk of the moon, I'm going to stop and go, what prank is this?
Why would you?
Because it would be beyond anything I could ever have
You live
expected.
in a city where like hallucinogenic nightmares touch you and turn you into dust.
To be fair, yes, the Symphogear world is different in that there is something weird going on regardless, a constant natural disaster of invasions.
And pointedly, the people that fight it, you don't get like mind wiped from Men in Black. You just sign a government agreement not to talk about it.
Right, right. They're kind of trying to sweep it under the rug, but that can't last forever, especially not after the moon got destroyed.
Also,
So,
pointedly, you do live in a world where cell phones exist. So it's entirely possible to record an event, post it online before the government agents reach you to have you sign an NDA.
right. It's all that like can you grab the video before someone else takes it down kind of deal. Is there anything from last season that you remember as a detail that you're going to keep track of like from here on? Because a lot of stuff happened
Well, I
last
mean,
season, but I'm
the
not expecting them to go back for
the thing
pancakes.
that I already mentioned, they sang the superb song and
Mhm.
didn't have to go through weeks of. I mean, maybe that's the 3 weeks.
Maybe they did.
Yeah, maybe the 3 weeks was, but then they still fell from orbit. I mean,
Mhm.
not even touching the fact that how were they singing in space, but
Your space theory is getting more and more credit every moment here. So, uh,
I guess there's also the fact that what's the guy's name again?
their boss. Don't remember right now.
Well, I mean, Chris's parents died, and he tried to take care of her, but
Oh
then
yeah,
she got
he's
away from him.
Genjuro. Genjuro is his name.
Yeah, so he's kind of like a surrogate father figure. But then also, uh, Ryoko was kind of a surrogate mother figure, despite the BDSM crap. That's why she was crying when she was
Right.
like turning
And
to
now she's
dust.
dust.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris is even more messed up, but at least she has like a family of some
Well, I mean, I'm
particular
not
type
saying
now.
that she's messed up. I'm just saying that there's a lot on that plate to deal
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, Chris's problems aren't entirely gone, is my suspect. She's probably happier than before, but she's, there's there's a lot of trauma going around the board, isn't there?
Not really. Seems like all the trauma's been healed.
Mm. Well, we'll have to see where G picks it up then,
I
I
mean,
guess. Is it gonna be the 5 years in the future?
Unless Sabiki's roommate is gonna be like all angry, about why didn't you tell me? Didn't we already go through a whole arc where you said you'd stop keeping secrets? Literally, specifically about this NDA crap. And then,
She's
you just show
particularly.
up laughing and he fucking did it to me again?
She has invites to the elevator that takes her to the secret base. She could go there and hang out with them
But seriously,
and keep it quiet.
we had a whole arc about this and you fucking did it to me again?
It strikes me a little bit like the the superhero identity reset kind of thing that happens every now and then, where it's like the superhero has his identity revealed, and then to, unreveal it, they have to like create a whole set of exigent circumstances to provide an alibi for why that wasn't actually true.
I honestly hope that her best friend is now pissed off at her in a major way. Now remembering that we had multiple episodes of like sadness and crap because she was keeping the NDA thing. And now you just did it to me again.
First scene, they're both in bed, one to the back to the other, going, it's like, I'm not speaking to you. It's like you were dead for 3 weeks.
Because she was literally just crying at her grave.
Yeah.
And then Abiki comes back laughing. Like, this is funny. And it's like,
It was a prank. It was just a joke.
we went through an emotional arc about this. Then we went on a shopping trip to, like, cement our feelings. And now you did it to me again. And you're laughing. What the fuck?
It's always great to see characters as crazy as me. So, I guess speaking of, let's go ahead and take a watch. But before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. Top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. Just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all supports the channel, just a little bit extra.
The apple floated into the big broad sky.
This isn't heavy metal at all.
The apple crashed down on the ground.
Oh, we're going back to Adam and Eve then, huh?
Stars were born and endless songs. It seems like something went wrong during an experiment. And the Lulu Amel could smile forever.
Facility is in fact being destroyed.
Do you think maybe we won't see our old characters again?
What if we saw our characters but like 20 years later? They're like 30 years old and they're all around the place now.
What if the only character constant is Ryoko?
Always the same antagonist, always new heroes.
She just keeps coming back, and it's all the new Symphogears.
That guy did a good save there, though.
Well, not really. Seems like they both are gonna die.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
I like the film tint that's going on.
Yeah.
The
Interesting
end.
cold open, that's for sure. Alright, how about some context? Oh, we are going to space, you were right.
What the fuck? Please don't pull back and just be like a poster or something.
Questions, nothing left to say. Yeah, no, that's right. They're having a symphony on Saturn.
I'm still waiting to be able to, like, get my footing on what the hell is happening.
Nah, we're going straight into music video of destruction. Hell yeah.
Okay, no, there they are. I feel like I just keep painting myself into a corner by hoping for something that's as cool as I can expect.
So they're on a train in space then, clearly, right?
I think maybe that was the moon.
No, that's Australia there.
No, I'm saying I think that thing we saw before was the moon.
Oh, you might be right.
Like the debris formed like a halo around it.
Our exposition.
そのほとんどが未だ謎に包まれたままとなっていますが、回収されたこのアークセプター、 ソロモンの杖を解析し世界を脅かす認定特異災害ノイズに対抗
The
する
Sakurai
新た
theory,
な可
huh?
能性を模索することができれば
Yup.
そいつはソロモンの杖は簡単に扱っていいもんじゃねえよ。
I mean, you
You should
used
know
it.
she used it. Yeah.
もっとも私にとやかく言える資格はねえんだけど。
We get it. You had a villain moment before. You're fine.
バカお前こんな時に大丈夫だよ。お前本当のバカ。
Making your teammate all flustered. How could you?
I mean, that was the most Chris face possible, though.
I guess to be fair, Chris has already met the other side of the relationship. I mean, if they could all hang out together as roommates. In fact, she had more relationship with her than they did with Hibiki to begin with. Oh, new transformation sequence. And an ass shot.
The show's been full of ass shots, so no change.
But, yeah, true. True to form.
Well, Power Rangers feel like it now.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, we didn't get one for Chris?
今日まで訓練してきたあのコンビネーションがあればあれはまだ未完成だろう。
No, you gotta go to DeviantArt for that one.
おかしなこと考えてんじゃねえぞ。取っておきたいとっておきだもんね。分かってんなら言わせんな。背中は預けた
Crossbow time.
But 1000% thunder.
Yeah, that's a lot of thunder, you know.
Those are definitely Mega Man villains.
Mega crossbow.
One of these two characters' attack is a lot more effective than the other.
Giga Zeppelin. Oh hey, it's the UFO. The noise have missiles now. Wait, no, that's just hers. Never mind.
Megadeth Party, you see that one before. Or is it just a Chinese balloon?
Each of those missiles costs $400,000.
Billion Maiden, was that one?
Yeah. At least as far as intros go, starting off on like a really good in media res action beat is a good choice. I like it.
単調な行動パターンが原則のはずだがあの動きは目的を遂行すべく制御されたものソロモンの杖以外にそんなことが
Then basically we're in a limitless world of making up artifacts. Kind of like a Shaolin Showdown used to be.
Oh gosh, yeah. The one thing that they can defeat them.
攻め上げるとはこういうことか。そうだ。何かひらめいたのか。師匠の戦術マニュアルで見たことがある。こういう時は列車の連結部を壊してぶつければいいって。
But they're in the sky.
His manual is just a bunch of action movies.
だいたいノイズに車両をぶつけたってあいつらを通り抜けてくるだけだろ。ぶつけるのはそれだけじゃないよ。急いでトンネルを抜ける前に。サンキュークリスチャー。本当にこんなんでいいのかよ。あとはこれで。
Yeah, we
There
got
we go,
Chris and Ember are heading away from you at high speed.
Ah, they can fly, it's fine.
My time sure does pass in a weird way this show. Welcome to
Your
morning.
dissertation has been ruined for several years, you see.
生物の向こうから重い一撃あいつどこまで
That is an over-designed piece of technology if I've ever seen one. That was an electronic stamp.
Yeah, but now we don't run an ink.
You could have just done, like, you know, laser burn or something at the least and said, no, this is way too unnecessary.
むしろ褒めちぎってくださいとこのバカそういうところが褒められないんだよ痛いよクリスチャン
世界がこんな状況だからこそ僕たちは英雄を求めているそう誰からも信奉される偉大なる英雄の姿を
Ah, okay, traditional crazy scientists. Here we go. We filled the quota at least.
僕が必ず役立ててみせますよ
ふつつかなソロモンの杖ですがよろしくお願いし
So
ます
handing
頼
over
んだからな
Solomon's cane to the Americans who killed somebody in the last season and were working with the bad guy.
そして
Is handing over a weapon that literally atomizes people to the US really a wise idea?
I thought for a second, I'm like, where the hell is Tsubasa? And before they said the Tsubasa show thing, I was like, God, did they redesign Tsubasa so much that that's Tsubasa?
Wow, it took 5 seconds for them to use it for evil. Really are just no standards in America.
Well, they put it over to an American base that has no ability to fight the noise. And knowing that... I can't read that, it's too small.
In the distance, melody.
It was a lot more than that. Anyway, they were commenting that the noise were acting intelligently, and the Americans have no ability to fight the noise, so they just passed on the thing that the noise are after to the people who can't defend it.
Alright, so she's our antagonist. Makes sense.
We don't know that. Could just be hyperbole. We don't know that.
Ah, they have a human vacuum.
Yeah,
To be fair, it makes sense. It's something that
no,
probably
we saw
makes
that.
sense.
We saw that last season, Griff. I don't know.
I forgot about it.
今回の襲撃やはり何者かの手引きによるものなんでしょうかこの盛り上がりは皆さんに届いていますでしょうか世界の主要都市に生中継されているトップアーティスト2人による夢の祭典今も世界の歌姫マリアによるスペシャルステージにオーディエンスの盛り上がりも最高潮です
Now Tsubasa just in the back.
状況は分かりましたそれでは翼さんを
I got that chair.
ノイズの襲撃と聞けば今日のステージを放り出しかねない
そうですねではそちらにお任せします
指令からは一体何を
今日のステージを全うしてほしいと
メガネを外したということはマネージャーモードの小川さんではないということです自分の癖くらい覚えておかないと敵に足元を救われ
そろそろですお願いします
はい今行きます
They know him so well at this point, they know when they're lying.
大切な務めです頑張ってくださ
I
い
mean, he's been around since like episode 2 or 3, so.
勝負賞ながら
Yup.
了承しましょう詳しいことは後で聞かせてもらいます
Honestly, can't believe it. Second concert she's been in on the show. First time in ages, and it's also just gonna be another attack. Can we traumatize her more?
Ah, one of my favorite Metallica lyrics.
And this idol stuff is getting really heated if they're gonna start wars over it. But you should check out the boy bands, you know, they're... it's tragic.
それは初めから無理ですよ、板場さん。まだビッキーから連絡来ないの？メインイベントが始まっちゃうよ。
I'm honestly surprised you invited her after she did the NDA thing to you again.
期待を裏切らないわね、あの子ったら。
Except for those 2 times she let you down.
Give us a precise period of time between last season and this season, did they?
3 weeks, right?
That was just for the death, but I mean like from the ending.
I had no clue.
Sword microphones. Alright. I love the prop.
Yeah, that just has to be the moon, and it's like a...
It has a ring orbit now. Alright. Yeah. It answered one of my questions. It did exactly what I didn't think would happen. What happened to all the dust? It's an orbit around the moon. Good job, show. You did it.
I mean, technically, that shouldn't happen, but okay. Earth's gravity is stronger than the moon's gravity.
There are things. It's not impossible. Moons can have rings.
Not as close as the moon is to Earth.
It just generally needs to be within like a certain limit so that it doesn't reform into a singular object, so that the moon doesn't also have a satellite.
Gosh, Grip, we're in the middle of a concert. The people sitting next to us are getting upset.
I have orbital mechanics to go over. But no, Songs is pretty great right now, and so is like this fun little bit of animation
Look,
that they're doing.
Waldorf and Statler are throwing shit at us.
Oh, that better be Maria's power motif. I'll be so happy.
She was doing it with her sword before.
Yeah.
She was causing little flickers of flames. Also, that really reminded me of Final Fantasy X too.
Oh yeah, where like the entire context of that is like they're just going on a tour doing concerts.
Yeah, but the singers sounded the same, or similar. I guess compared to like 1,000 words from 10-2. Or 10-1.
But you know, for a musical anime, they're definitely hitting us with plenty of good bangers to start off with. So I'm pretty happy.
Wow, that famous big screen next to the Taj Mahal.
Quick, let's pan over to Zatistan and see what they think about the concert. That's code for I'm gonna show everyone what the Symphogear stuff is.
I'd say it'll be the Witch from Mercury thing.
Ah, it's another stadium attack. There it is. I knew it.
because she's in control of the noise.
Yup.
So therefore, nobody's at risk.
ですが、ようやく計画を始められます。
Oh, we got a opposing team. Oh, this is good.
アニメじゃないのよ。なんでまたこんなこと。
Alright, turn it off, Griff. Turn it off. This isn't an anime.
Look,
We only
that's
watch
the one
anime.
line that girl has. Every time she's in the dangerous position, she has to remind you that this isn't an anime.
We only
And I
watch.
love her.
We only
I
watch
need more
animes,
of her.
Griff. Turn it off.
疲労を抜かずの3連戦になるけど、お願い。またしても操られたノイズ。詳細はまだわからないわ。だけどソロモンの杖を狙ったノイズの襲撃とライブ会場に出現したノイズが全くの無関係とは思えない。
You know, that's the kind of like very basic observation you can get away with when there's only one villain at a time.
私に飛びかかる気を伺っているなんて。でも流行らないの。オーディエンスたちがノイズからの攻撃を防げると思って。それにライブの模様は世界中に中継されているのよ。
Worldwide NDA.
Oh, I love being right.
その奏者については秘匿したままじゃなかったかしら。ね。
Alright, so the world does know they exist, but they don't know who has it.
そうとでも言えば、私がさや走ることをためらうとでも思ったか。
あなたのそういうところ嫌いじゃないわ。あなたのように誰もが誰かを守るために戦えたなら世界はもう少しまともだったかもしれないわね。
What do you mean past tense? What happened to the world?
Interesting.
貴様は言った。
そうね。
Yeah, what is your deal? I gotta know. This is fascinating.
私たちはノイズを操る力をもってしてこの星の全ての国家を要求する。
Alright, bold moves.
Oh man, it's Gundam 00.
これはまるで
There's only like 4 people immune to the noise. And this person has all the weapons in the world.
Alright, good. They reassure us that they do in fact have a cool Symphogear. Let's see what it is. Into the word bubble.
But what genre of music shall it be? Wait, what? How could it be gun? Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, that's right, shards. Other people in the audience may have gotten hit by shards of Gungnir.
Even is actually Tsubasa's design, but differently colored.
It's at least 2 wait whats I've given this episode.
黒いガングニール。
She does look cooler than a Biki.
She is Fine.
Boom! There you go. She came back fucking immediately.
Did not even hesitate. My gosh.
Someday, somewhere. No, like fucking now. Oh man, she said anybody with a relic, right? Does that mean like a fucking? Oh, that's right. The 2 people in the control
Yeah,
room.
one of them was doing the whole crying blood thing. That was Fine activating. She had the Fine eyes and everything.
No. The 2 people in the control room
Oh,
also had shards.
yes,
They had
did.
little glowing bits, which
Yes.
means Mina has like a whole Bondroot situation going on.
We got the Fine squad rolling up in here.
Well, it's just if she already tells,
Yeah.
she already tells a bunch of people the plan, and they agree. This means that when she loses one person, boom, she's into another Gungnir. It's a Bondroot. She's a Bondroot again.
Has them all lined up, and this time she's just like, alright. This time I'll just take over the world and start from there.
It's literally we've got Maiden Abyss now, crossed with Gundam 00. with a little bit of Raw Zaphon thrown in.
Oh, it's so good. Let's see what we get at the end here. Do we get anything?
Really cool music.
In the distance that day when the star became...
Music.
Oh, we do get a last scene. Wait, what's Cell doing there?
Scan began. Alright, pause. Hold on a sec. I'll do full screen again, but I'm gonna pause on that last image. Come on, come on.
I might go over there too.
Because it makes a good post image.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright. Alright, good.
What's Cell doing here? I didn't know we were in the Android saga already.
Well, no, that was what we saw at the very beginning. And it showed up in, on the train. The scan, no. Was it the scans on the train, or was it the woman was looking at the control?
It's got to be the woman looking at it in the control, I think.
I know we've seen it 3 times now.
The train had a whole lot of other things going on.
Okay, wait.
But,
here's another part. The meteorite from the first episode of the little tag thing, that was a bit of the moon. So what is the star? It's either going to be the sun, I think, or a comet. Because I think they're being, like, not super literal. Because I don't think you call a part of the moon a meteorite.
Yeah, no, that's fair, that's fair. So I just have to say, this is why I love this show. Everything I think that should probably happen, it goes ahead and doubles down. It just goes straight for what it wants to do. I love it so much.
I mean, the continuity...
It does, like you said, it doesn't even miss a beat. It's just like, I failed to destroy the world, now I'm gonna take it over.
I mean, the continuity curmudgeon in me still wants closure on how we survived a triple superb song. And also, I don't know, some sort of closure on the friendship thing of, you NDA'd me again.
The power of friendship, you know?
That is the most... I mean...
Yeah, you just gotta go...
Our entire friendship now is based on how we're not keeping things from each other, and you did it to me again.
To be fair, her employers did it to them, but understandably, their employers are dicks.
Well, no, because she shows up and laughs. Anyway. Yeah, no, I think I vastly prefer this episode 1 to season 1's episode 1.
It starts off a lot faster. When we were doing the previous episode 1 for last season, we had to do a lot of onboarding. This takes everything we already knew, a lot of things we could guess could happen, and it just goes, what are the consequences for everything going on? For our immortal villain, for a world that now is vaguely where the Symphogears exist, and what do we do with that? And they just go, yeah, we'll just roll right into this.
Well, also, the increase in budget is very apparent. Like, the animation seems better, the drawing seems better. Like, even, just look at the symbol. The symbol seems better. The way the symbol was given to us, like, it's like, scrolls on the screen, and does like a video game, like, splash thing. It's very cool.
Yeah, they got some extra money here, and it also shows in the music too. Like, we got hit with 2 new songs, one of which I'm gonna bet it's probably just gonna be Tsubasa's song going forward.
Well, also, like, the way that all of them singing together had that sort of multicolored outline thing in the last episode of the first season, and that's just how it is now in this one. So, like, the upgrade we got last season carried on, so...
Yeah. I love this. I love this show. I want to see more of it, and this immediately got me excited for this entire whole season. We have our dilemma right up front. We know what's going on. And now we get Guerrilla Faction Symphogear, I guess.
Because, I mean, we already know Fine is out there. I guess we were just hinted at the fact. I feel like the characters treated it like the way she said it. Somewhere, someday, like
Yeah.
100 years from now, 1,000 years from now. That's why. That's why Hibiki says, "Well, give him this message from me, 'cause I won't be there to say it." And then fucking like 3 weeks later, like back already? I kind of thought I would be dead by the time I saw you again.
It's like, damn, take a break, Fine. Get a vacation. Well, I guess she is on a big singing tour and has been there the entire time.
Well, no,
Other Fines in the
my
world have seen this.
interpretation of this is that this was a girl who was at the Japanese concert for Tsubasa and Kanede and got hit with the Gungnir and has been living her life up until they killed Fine. And then Fine, took over her body. So this has only just been a recent development, and she's not who she was before. This is like mind control, basically.
Right. There's some interesting aspects of like how of Fine's control and such that would maybe be good to know, but I don't think they're strictly necessary for
Well,
the
it's
story.
because this girl is like 18 years old, or possibly
Yeah.
older, and Fine died 3 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
obviously there hasn't been a second Fine wandering around, growing up as an 18-year-old
No, that's what
girl.
I think.
And well, I think you're so wrong as to say it's obvious that's not what happened, as I just said.
Ah, you hurt
I'm-
me. You wound me.
I'm saying I think Fine is a spirit, a soul, and when she died as Ryoko, she then transferred into this other one. Not that
I'm
there's
kind of going with the not unique souls hypothesis here. There's copies. That's what I want to see.
no. I'm gathering that, which means you think
Yeah.
there's at least 3 Fines present right now.
I think there's 4. I think the old woman is also one.
That's what I said. I counted her. That's why I said 3. There's 2
No, there's
two in the control room.
Maria,
and
the
this one is
2, and
singing.
the girl.
No, there's the girl and the 2 in the control room. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the old woman who's in the truck as well.
That's the control room.
Yeah.
That's 2 in the control room.
That's
And-
3.
It's 2 in the control room.
There's 3 characters in that truck.
No, there's 2. When it went dark and we saw like the coloration showing that they had Gungnir fragments in them, there was only 2 fragments. So even if
Alright.
there was 3 people in the truck, only 2 had Gungnir fragments.
Right.
And
Well,
remember, she needs a relic. The person has to have a relic in them. For her to
well, we'll get
possess.
more explanation next time, I think. That's what I'm hoping for. This is going to be exciting. She has an entire team ready to go. Hell yeah, Plan B, let's do it.
Well, also that we have a bunch of now background information, and we can start making like, here's a problem. I think this is going to be a problem. That we're prone to making hypotheses about what's going to happen, and sometimes the show doesn't care about
That's fine, that's
about
great.
heavy thinking. I think by the end of all the seasons, I'm going to be saddled with a bunch of stuff I want explanations for that just aren't going to come. And the comments are going to be like, God, where's the guy with the mustache? Just quit harping on this meaningless shit.
But that's our secret captain. We're always harping on meaningless shit. So speaking of, this has been our viewing of Symphogear. Thanks everyone for being here. This has been Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next episode. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?